Hello Canterbury and welcome to Canterbury Live Thursday the 29th of January. Well, that white gold or the natural gold that's coming down at the moment is, wonderful for those firefighters out there at Flock Hill and of course for the farmers. So even though you might be going, oh, it's raining, hey, it's heaven. It's definitely heaven. Now coming up though on Tuesday, February 3rd, the big band era, a really, really cool time in music. Wow, there's a wonderful concert coming to Christchurch.
The Opportunity Daytime Concerts presents hits of the big band era, featuring icons such as Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman, Tommy Dorsey and many more. Nationwide tour January and February. Book today at daytimeconcerts.co.nz or free phone 0508 266 237.
Yes, well, Tuesday the 3rd of February, and we're very fortunate to be able to give away some double passes and a CD. So really simple, just call through on 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page, leave a message and you could be the lucky recipient. A wonderful concert to enjoy. Now, on a rainy day, maybe the movies could be something that you could do. Well, Hoyts, the family at Hoyts have some double passes for you, the viewers. Again, just call through to us, 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page. Really simple, and hey, what's coming out? 50 Shades, so you may want to take your loved one along. There you go, just helping out here on Canterbury Live. Could be some loving that could continue after that. Coming up on today's show, we catch up with a Filipino band, Ages. They're touring at the moment, so we're really great. They are phenomenal, amazing, amazing. Budget advice, well, you could have well and truly had a blowout over Christmas. You know, when you're in that whole buzz of the holidays, you may just have to, open those bank statements and actually think about 2015. So we have Phil Brady here to talk about some budgeting advice. But first up, really excited. Next weekend, Waitangi weekend, Scope Classic. It is now world renowned. It is a fantastic event, and we're very fortunate to be joined by one of the managing directors, Guy Stewart from Scope. And funny enough, he actually is a racer as well. Guy, welcome to Canterbury Live.
Thank you very much.
And you've got a mischief beside you, yes. Old Rob Coat Willie beside you, another racing driver.
But different ends of the scale,
different ends of the
me.
scale. Oh, yeah, I think, but you know, you're all out there doing what you love.
Yes, we are.
Which is the core, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Racing is, I think it's a crazy sport. There's no way you can justify it the way we do it unless you're having fun. But it is a way it is a sport, it is very challenging, and it's a way of enjoying reliving the past and vehicles that were once at their cutting edge, be it at my Sports and GT's part or the
Lotus 23 at the BCC.
the Vintage Car Club end. But in their day, they were all the top of their field, and so you get to be able to come out and see a broad range of vehicles, all being raced by people that are very passionate about them, and all being raced hard within our amateur capabilities. Exactly.
Well, Guy, your family are truly passionate about racing, aren't they?
Yeah, my mother would have you believe it was some sort of disease, but yes. Yeah.
So what does it mean to you, the Scope Classic, then, as a family?
The Scope Classic started many, many years ago as an Alpha-sponsored event, and then it became the PDL Classic. And then PDL was sold, and on Monday morning, my father rang me and said, I think we need to talk about this race. And I said, what happened on Saturday night was they were having the awards ceremony at what was then the PDL Classic. They were saying how PDL was stopping the sponsorship. You stood up, said, I'll sponsor it, sat down, looked at your brother Mark and said, how much is that going to cost me? And he said, yeah, that was pretty much it. And I said, I'll take over from here, thank you very much. And so, to your point, our family's loved cars for a very long time. My father was at the day that our local track, the Ruapuna, Mike Pro Motorsport Park, opened, and he was there at the beginning. He's still there now and races a beautiful Jaguar C-Type Proteus replica very well, and he's an extremely consistent driver. So he's had a 40, 50 year career in both serious racing and amateur racing. And his brother raced the PDL Mustang for many years, Peter Stewart. We went to the track when we were kids. I made my fortune recovering 5-cent refundable bottles at the racing track. And my brother races, I race, my brother-in-law races, my cousin Soren races. I've got a group of close friends that race, and so we all huddle together and go out, and I've managed to convince most of them that Porsche's the mark of choice.
Oh, yeah, just quietly, I think so as well.
Rule Britannia in the
Yeah,
VCC.
well,
No.
that's right. Rob, equally though, you love racing as well. I mean, this is the great time, as you can actually put that hat on for a weekend, isn't it?
But as Guy says, it's two different eras, really. Excuse me. I mean, he's got back, had a shower, had a cucumber sandwiches and his third cup of tea, and I'm still out there. But it's all in perspective. I mean, his car's a hell of a lot quicker than mine, but mine still takes as much effort as far as I'm concerned. We have amazing races because I've got a 1960 type car, and we've got pre-war cars. You know, and we're elbow to elbow, you know, and we take it very seriously. The interesting thing is that nobody wants to hit anybody else, and that's important, isn't it?
And our sort of racing is very important. I always think you've had the best racing weekend when you put your car on the trailer straight, and it doesn't matter where you come. And I remember fondly back to a race I had several years ago where I think I came 8th and a woman called Sharon came 7th. But we had this pitched battle. It was one of the best races I'd had, and frankly, I didn't care where I came because I had so much fun. And so there are certainly races that take the winning bit very seriously. But beyond bragging rights, or as we say, chocolate fish rights, there's nothing on Monday morning. I've waited for 15 years for Porsche to ring me and say, boy, have we got the job for you. Just doesn't happen. So
it could happen on that Monday after, Guy. Don't give up the dream. You've put it out there now.
New Zealand has a very high punching rate for extremely good drivers. And I watched Brandon Hartley start at the Le Mans this year.
Wow.
And I'm watching a Kiwi boy at the front of one of the toughest races on the planet.
We talk about boys because it is a family event, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Canterbury Car Club go out of their way to make it children and family friendly, and that's all part of it. So motor racing, my daughter comes and watches me. She thinks her father's insane because he drives around in circles. She humours me by watching me race, and the rest of the time she's doing iPad and computer and stuff.
Yeah, that's what they do, though.
That's what they do, exactly. But her friends come out and they go and do something else. And so while those that want to watch motor racing get to watch it, but you can bring your family out and there's a kids area and you can wander around, and you can, if you're our age, you can have a hot dog and then regret it 20 minutes later.
Yeah, there's things you don't do when you get to 35 and eating hot dogs is one of them.
So Rob, let's talk about the specifics for the weekend, because if you're looking at thinking, why Tangi weekend, I should be going away, and all that money you're spending, why won't you stay in Canterbury and you can go on your backyard to a wonderful world event, really?
Well, the neat thing is it's a 2-day event, so you can buy a ticket for both days. And the important thing is that there's a huge variety of cars. I mean, seriously, there's little production sports cars like Triumphs and MGs and stuff at one end, and then you go through the purpose-built race cars, and then you get into the muscle cars, then you get into the stuff that Guy's driving. You've got a class which is the Formula 5000s, which make the earth move when they go past you. It's a huge array of cars, and it's very, very cheap entertainment.
It is. Well, even cheaper if you win. Double passes to go along, funny enough, Rob.
If we win, all we do is get a chocolate fish ride.
So if you'd like to attend the Scope Classic, and why wouldn't you, we have some double passes to give away thanks to the Canterbury Car Club. Just call through to Marianne or Facebook message us. Gentlemen, all the very best for the Scope Classic. Unfortunately, I won't be there, but we'll follow you the next weekend in Timaru.
Indeed.
But keep safe. And great catching up with you, Guy.
Thank you very much.
Take
Thank you for
care.
having us.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Stay with us after the break. We catch up with a wonderful visiting band, Ages.
Regardez-moi, c'est le look qui compte.
敬请收看 CTV Freeview 40频道首档华语原创系列电视节目 Chinese in Canterbury. Join us in watching Chinese in Canterbury on CTV.
The world really is your oyster with Farm to Farm tours. Discover some of the world's best farming, scenery and cultural experiences. We work closely with trusted international colleagues in more than 30 countries to customize great trips for people just like you. For a hassle-free trip, call the friendly team at Farm to Farm Tours now or visit our website.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring moving company. Oi!
Opus is recreating the heart of Canterbury. From large-scale projects to commercial buildings. Your design, your vision. Opus.
Town and country made to measure interiors, made with care, made for you.
Let's face it, everyone has an agenda. And guess what? So do I. Every week, I'll pick 3 stories that grab my attention. Agenda with me, Brent Goff.
Well, when I think of the Philippines, I think of the beautiful people, the beautiful food, the beautiful scenery. But would you think of rock? Maybe not. But Ages. Yes, they're a wonderful band who are touring at the moment. I'm very fortunate joined by Marty, one of the members. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you.
Great,
Thank you for
and
having
welcome
me.
to Canterbury.
Thank you.
It's very cool. Was your first time in Canterbury or Christchurch?
Oh no, I've been here for 7 years.
Oh, have you just?
Yes.
Oh, really? Well, this is home. Doesn't matter anyway. Hey, tell us about this wonderful band, Ages.
Oh yes, Ages. They're really popular in the Philippines. They're a rock band, and they play all sorts of songs from rock to ballad, and not just original Filipino.
Here they are here?
Yeah. So they're not just playing their original Filipino music. They're also covering songs from Heart, Mariah Carey, and other popular American bands as well.
And where do they come from?
Oh,
in
they're
particular
from
Philippines.
they're from the southern part of the Philippines, from Leyte. Yes, and they are all relatives and brothers and sisters.
Oh, really? So
yes.
it's a family band,
Yeah,
which is even
it's a
better.
family band, yeah.
Okay. So are they touring throughout all of New Zealand, or are we just fortunate to have them here in Canterbury?
They'll be having their concerts on Friday night at Auckland, and on Saturday they'll be coming over to have their concert here at the Horncastle Arena.
It's quick, isn't it? So
Yes.
describe to us Ages in concert. What can we experience when we come along?
You're gonna experience original Filipino music there. How Filipinos rock, how Filipinos do their music, and it's gonna be fun. They'll be inviting audience to sing with them on stage. Yeah.
Oh, great. And I'm just looking, they look gorgeous anyway, but I guess the costuming is a big part of it as well?
Oh, yes.
What they're wearing, yeah. Okay, let's talk specifics. So the band, they cover all instruments. What instruments do they have within their band?
Oh, yeah. They got the bass player, the guitar player, the drums, and they got 3 singers as well. And they got the keyboardist.
Right, so it's a full complete.
Yes, a complete band.
A complete band. Okay.
Yeah.
Where have they toured around the world, or is it just New Zealand that they're coming to?
Yeah, they've been touring around the world. They've been to the Middle East, in Canada, in the US, in Asia, and this is going to be the first time going to be in New Zealand, and we want to show them how beautiful New Zealand is. So they could come back and, enjoy, see how beautiful the country is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Filipino community here in Canterbury must be just so excited that they're here.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be the first Filipino major concert going to be held in Canterbury. So the Filipinos are really excited to have somebody from the Philippines to play for them.
So in the Philippines, is there a lot of bands like Ages, or are they quite unique?
Yeah, there are quite a lot of bands there, but their music is mostly Filipino rock. They're all original songs. There are more other bands there. Usually they write songs in English.
Right.
But they are all original as well, but AGs, they write songs in our native tongue.
How brilliant, brilliant. Well, I'll give this opportunity. If you want to promote it now, this is going to be wonderful. This actually will be a treat for us, for you to speak to us or speak to the viewers in the native Philippine tongue, to promote the event. If you just welcome everyone to go along to the concert, if you want to do that now.
Oh, yeah. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Gusto ko pong anyayahan ng lahat na manood ng AG's Band Concert ngayong Saturday sa Horncastle Arena, 7 p.m. You can contact, pwede pong tawagan o you get your tickets sa palengke.com, www.palengke.co.nz, or you can call Agnes, at 021-104-1758 for the tickets.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, there's no sorries needed at all. Wow, that was amazing. That was pretty cool. So for everyone else, okay, just explain. The concert is on 31st of January at Horncastle Arena, and of course you know exactly where that is. And we're fortunate to actually have some tickets to give away, so I'll just hold it up for good old Davey there. But it sounds like it's going to be a fantastic concert, and one for the whole family.
Yes, for the whole family.
Is that right, Marty? It'll be for the whole family.
Yes.
Hey, thank you so much for taking the time to come to us. I wish you and the band all the best.
Thank
okay.
you.
Hey, now, Shayna King, we had yesterday a beautiful new song, and here is her new video.
You were meant to be happy. You were meant sky is red and it's calling you, calling you. What you giving your bones? The sky is red and it's calling you, calling you. What you giving your bones? 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 What you giving your
She's such a lovely girl, that Shayna King, with her new single. After the break, yes, it's time to open up the bills. Yes, open up the statements. How much money do I have? Yes, Phil Brady's here with some budgeting advice after the break.
Le look at this old ciel. Regardez-moi.
Sing along with one of the greatest British bands of all time, the Beatles. This hilarious, quirky cartoon first aired in the US in 1965, and now it's right here on CTV. So grab a ticket to ride and join us every Thursday at 2:30 p.m.
At Primary ITO, we want to help you lead your business into the future with confidence. The Diploma in Agribusiness Management allows you to learn the latest techniques, and you can apply your newly developed skills from the moment you start. With the option of workshops and online self-directed learning, training fits around your lifestyle. Key learning areas include human resource management, financial planning, budgeting and more. So contact us today to discuss your training needs.
Our new companion package is a personalised service for those that need extra help and support. A cost-effective solution for someone who needs more than just a taxi driver. Our drivers are handpicked from our experienced team and specialise in providing the right support and companionship. Home safe every time with Blue Star Taxis.
We all know the best thing you can do for your body is eat fresh foods in their natural state. The same applies to your skincare. Southern Skin provides a skincare range with fresh, locally sourced ingredients, plus natural preservatives and emulsifiers to produce the best nourishment for your skin to unleash your healthiest complexion. New Zealand olive and aloe skincare for young or old, men, women and children. There is a product in the Southern Skin range for you. southernskin.co.nz.
When it comes to the delicate subject of funeral services, Ashburton now has another option. Galbraith Funeral Services now offer you and your family their high standard of service and expertise in their offices in Havelock Street. Whether it's to chat about pre-booking a service to include all your ideas and thoughts for your own funeral, or that of another member of the family, or simply asking what's involved, call or pop in. Galbraith Funeral Service is an old firm with old-fashioned values, ensuring all the options are yours.
Make a date every Thursday night. The Owl and the Pussycats have returned. I'm the Owl and the women will be the panel. Make sure you get your letters and correspondence in and we'll answer your queries every Thursday, 8:30 here on CTV.
Okay, so the mail comes in, yes it does, and it sits on the table, then it gets moved maybe to a shelf, and then eventually, oh, it's really old now, I'll just put it in the rubbish, another one will come. How often does that happen, Phil Brady?
Quite a lot, Andrea, quite a lot, yes. I have clients come in with actually their mail unopened. They're really frightened to open it because they know what's in there.
Well, yeah, it could be scary because at Christmas we get probably a little bit zealous and enjoy the time, and the money's going one way and not the other. So is 2015, we should actually think about a budget then if we've never before?
Yes, absolutely. If you've got a budget, you know what you can spend your money on, because there are needs that we have, and shelter, warmth and food. They're the three basics. And so everything above that is just wants.
Right, yes.
So, I mean, the way the economy works and how advertising, it's very easy to get caught up in the consumer world and buy.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Everything is pay later.
Yes, that's right.
Buy
yes.
now, pay later's
Very much so.
That whole philosophy. We'll talk some specifics then. Okay, we've come out of the Christmas season and we realise, and there's also school expenses and so forth. What should we be doing when we know more money's going out than coming in?
Well, we should be planning throughout the year to meet these expenses, and I often talk to my clients about jam-jarring their money, which means putting the money aside for that purpose that's coming up later in the year. And it's all very well because a lot of my clients, unfortunately, don't have the excess income, and so it makes it very, very difficult for them to do that savings.
Can it start as simple as the grocery shopping?
Absolutely. They need to have a budget and stick to that budget and don't spend things that they don't want, so just on their needs.
Right.
Maybe have a shopping list, stick to that.
Because it may be a good idea to actually plan out your meals for a week.
Yes.
And when you shop, then you actually just have those ingredients.
Yes, absolutely. That's what my wife and I do. We sit down and we work out what we're going to eat for the week and shop to those items.
Yeah. It's a simple thing, isn't it?
It is very simple.
But could make a big difference
Yes.
down there. Huge rise in rental costs as well.
Yes.
You must be seeing a lot of people just really struggling even with that.
With our fixed income clients, people who are on WINS benefits, they're really struggling. Rents are going up, electricity's going up. Every winter we get an increase in electricity. Then they have to redo their budget, and often what is affected is their food. So it's really difficult, and there's no movement by the government to increase those fixed income beneficiaries.
No. KiwiSaver.
Yes.
Now, it seems like just a nice quiet little thing that ticks along, and we were giggling before, I can see that being maybe a cruise when I'm, got my grey rinse in and things like that.
Yes.
But apparently you can actually tap into your savings.
Yes. They often deal with a lot of people who want to get into their savings because of hardship. Now, the providers do have quite stringent criteria to get the money out, but they want a budget report, so they want to see that the drawer has actually got some budget advice, and often it is kind of like a last resort, but there is other things as a last resort, like insolvency.
Yes, insolvency. It's a word that we don't hear a lot of now.
No. And with insolvency, the government, we all know about bankruptcy, everybody knows about that, but there are two procedures before bankruptcy, and the client can actually adopt either one of these procedures, and it's a once-only thing they can do, so it's a get-out-of-jail card. And so there's summary instalment orders where they do pay money back to their creditors, and at the end of a period, the debt is then cancelled, or there's a no-asset procedure where they're saying, I've got nothing I can sell, convert into cash to pay my bills. And so everything's frozen for a year, interest, charges, letters, phone calls, and at the end of the year, then the debt is cancelled.
Right. Phil, we need to have you back again. I think we've only touched
we have only touched
on the
things.
parameters
Yes.
of some core budgeting advice, which I think we can all benefit from.
Yes.
Have a great week, and
Thank you.
we'll catch up soon. Thanks,
Thank
Phil.
you very much.
Hey, been a great show. What a mixed bag, hasn't it? Yes, it has been, but it's been fun. Now, tomorrow on the show, Claire Cowles, we catch up with her. It's all the Christchurch stands to all those wonderful drafts about a fantastic auction, and Mike D with a news wrap-up. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.